we go again. Can you believe this shit? It'll come back. Give it a minute. I'll come right back. I'm not going anywhere meaningful. I'm not using that fuel to actually, go do something. He'll be back. I can't wait for him. I gotta make sure these guys get water. Hey everybody. It's August something. Got the camera out here with me today because there's been a guy on an ATV incessantly riding back and forth across the top here along the entire property, turning around and coming back, and I don't know if it's the shithead next door who likes to do that and scream obscenities at me, or if it's these new people who are across the street from me pretty much, and they run a generator 24/7 that I have to listen to, and it could be them. The vehicle is turning around over in that exact area and zooming past, and I don't know why they're doing it. It's just fucking obnoxious. So I got my camera out here in case they keep it up, since they did it yesterday, which was a Thursday, and the day before that, which was a Wednesday. Today is Friday, and it wasn't even the weekend, and the obnoxious level just keeps ramping up further and further. So this is not the peace and quiet I envisioned moving up here to a rural area, which I hate. This sucks. I don't know how anybody lives out here. This blows. I would rather be outside a city or even in the suburbs. This is horrible. You don't have any privacy here. Everybody's loud and fucking noisy, and nobody minds their own goddamn fucking business. They all want to fucking ride by here wicked slow and stare down here or ride by here wicked fast, and all the fucking stink and the pollution just rolls right down the hill, and it's gross. And I have no privacy, and I fucking hate it. Who the hell buys 52 acres of land and then doesn't have any fucking privacy? Holy shit. So it's a kid. Wearing a navy blue 70s style American football looking thing. The shirts with the stripes on the sleeves. It's a kid being obnoxious, but I don't know whose, so great. Oh, and he's not wearing a helmet, so that's fucking brilliant right there. I mean, on a bicycle, who cares, I guess, but on an ATV, that's a great way to make yourself a Darwin Award. Another nice quiet morning. Never any disturbing noises happening around here. Just peace and quiet. Like a giant dump truck moving back and forth in front of my house right now. It's so peaceful. So peaceful. Nothing like peace and quiet. Like a giant dump truck. First thing in the morning. Moving back and forth in front of the house. Nothing says peace and serenity like this. Every single day there's a generator running up over there, and there's guys and kids on ATVs going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and now we got a dump truck moving back and forth across here. As loud as fucking possible, right? Hey everybody, it is late August. It's a Sunday. A day when town workers aren't supposed to be fucking with my fucking property. But guess what? For the third year in a row, A guy on a John Deere tractor just went by with some horrific looking device out of a forest's, horror movie nightmare. It was like a square with a rotating like lawnmower blade on it, and it was going along the road here, and you can already see the carnage. He was raising it up, 10 feet into the trees and murdering all the trees on the side of the road and all the branches here. So I started running alongside it, screaming at him about here, and he didn't notice my existence till I got to the top of the driveway. And he gave me this look like I'm the one that's crazy for being pissed off at what he's doing to my trees. Look at this. Look at this. Imagine you're this tree and you just had your limbs ripped off for no fucking reason. Just, look at the damage of that tree you gotta recover from now. Look at this. You gotta tell me how this is helping our world and nature right now. So what I'm the most pissed off about, well, maybe not the most, we haven't looked at the rest of the acreage, but this guy came along and tore branches off of these black locust trees that I intentionally planted here for privacy. This one's dead because it's gotten hit so many times here in the middle. Practically dead, the main trunk is. And only these, look, he even got the top of that one right there. He's going through and ripping branches off of my trees. Yeah, this is really nice that he's ripped branches off my trees. There's more down there. And more right here. And, well, I'm livid, because here's a little one growing here, and I'm sure they're going to get that as well soon. So, this is the third year in a row I've asked the town to not do this to my property. And the third year in a row I've been ignored. Actually, it's been more than 3 years. Past years I was sending them invoices for all the trees they wrecked at the top of the driveway way back up here. The slope between the road and the driveway is extremely steep. And anytime any vegetation along the road gets harmed, the erosion process speeds up and becomes worse. And it seems like the town wants the road to fall in my fucking driveway because they keep coming along and ruining the vegetation on the side of the road. Like, look at this poor tree. It's like these take enough damage from the idiot with the town plow truck that hits them every year. They really don't need to be battered by a fucking lawnmower thing that can go up 10 feet high and damage my trees. Like, this is just carnage. It looks ugly and hideous, and I don't know why the fuck they do it. None of these fucking branches were actually hitting the road. That one sticks out, but it's not hitting any vehicles. So all of this was unnecessary. Just lost a whole limb there. You know what? This form of civilization can seriously choke on a bag of dicks. I am really done with this shit. Look at how steep this is right here. Look at the drop off, and look at what they do every year. They come along and they mow it. So every single tree that I plant here to try to hold the ground together and stop erosion gets killed. Over and over and over and over and over again. And they even reached, 6 or 7 feet off of the road to hurt this tree. And cut branches off of it way back there. So they're really adamant about having erosion problems up here in the Northeast, I guess, where ignorance reigns supreme. Yeah, every fucking tree. I put pine trees along here 2 years ago, and they came along and weed whacked every single fucking one of them, and now they're dead. And I've had so many problems and tragedies lately that I haven't gotten around to invoicing the town. You can see there isn't a single goddamn tree from here to the end of the driveway, and it's at least a 50-foot stretch. 100 feet if we go back this way. There's no trees right along here. Because they keep killing every single one of them. And look what this fuckhead just did to this. Look at that. Is that necessary? Is it necessary to hurt this poor tree like that? Because this is holding this much ground together on this steep of a slope. I'm not sure if you can see how steep this is. Like if this were a ski slope and it were longer, you'd be looking down it going, gee, this is kind of sketchy. Yeah, that's what they just did to this poor tree. It was minding its own business, holding soil together and doing its job. And that injury here is from last year's whackery. And look at this. Look at this, what they just did. Look at this. Look at this. This is in the process of making seeds. And they just fucking cut it down. This entire fucking tree they just took out. And this was obviously an entire tree. These aren't branches. This is an entire tree, I think, that he whacked, because it's coming from right here. If he cut down a tree that was holding dirt together right here, do you have any idea what my rage level is going to be? Yeah, they want the road going into the driveway. You can see the erosion problem here. And how there's absolutely nothing holding this soil together. So every time it rains, it gets worse. And every time they do this, it gets worse. And I guess ignorance is bliss when you don't have to deal with it, right? After I screamed at him, he had the nerve to go past my mailbox and then start whacking again. So he just did damage over here. Yep, just did some serious damage over here. And who knows what else he has done. If he goes weed whacking down near my new driveway, I am going to have a supreme fucking shit fit, because I have planted that whole area with black locust and other trees as well. White cedars, red cedars, junipers, whatever you want to call them. Yep, pretty pissed. And I don't want to hear anything about, oh, they gotta keep the trees out of the road, because that one's hanging down into the road, and so are these, but he hasn't gone along here and weed whacked this side yet. It'll look horrible if he does. There'll be a bunch of branches in the road and a bunch of injured, pissed off trees. It's like all they want to do is keep making our crisis of civilization worse by continuing to battle nature instead of living in cooperation with her. It's kind of fucking retarded, and I can't deal with this mindset. Here he comes. Let's go down here a ways. We'll get him when he goes by. He's taking his time after I yelled at him, right? Taking his time to wreck the rest of my land. Going back that way. I mean, I was yelling at this guy, throwing my hands up. I was ready to start flipping him off. I am ready to flip him off. He hit my black locust trees. And if I had replanted the white pines that the town took out last year, might even be the same idiot driving the tractor as last year. I don't know. I don't know who the fuck these guys are. It's a Sunday. Town employees aren't supposed to be out doing shit on a Sunday, are they? Did I mention dump trucks were going up and down the street yesterday? Couldn't tell whose they were. They better not have been town dump trucks. 'Cause I am so sick of them fucking with the back of my land. It's like I have other shit to do. Today is band practice day, and I'm waiting for my new bass player and my drummer to show up, and instead I'm running around with a camera filming some fucking asshole in a tractor who's weed whacking my fucking property along the road when I don't want him to. I didn't ask for this. I would never vote to do this with my tax dollars in a million years. Yes, I would like somebody to come along the road and destroy all the trees that I planted to stop erosion, and I would like to pay for it with my tax dollars. Yeah, I don't remember ever saying that. Must be some really, really rich people in this town if they want to waste their tax dollars whacking trees on the side of the road. There he goes. Nice, that's lovely. Really, dude?